Welcome back, denizens of the Omniverse. Today we're going to be diving into more One Piece, the anime. In the last episode, we had a bunch of episodes basically just kind of bridging the gap between the hoopla at the Galila headquarters and CP9 making off with Robin and leaving, and what the gang was trying to do, collecting themselves in the interim. So it was a lot of them just trying to kind of recoup and regroup even by the end of it, which they finally do. And then we got to find out what Sanji had been up to the entire time. He'd be kind of tailing Robin and the crew. So I don't know how much he actually knows, but he did at least happen upon them as they were heading towards the train station, and subsequently jumped on it himself and is now the only Straw Hat other than Robin. I'm going to include her because she's still at heart a Straw Hat. After everything that came out about that, especially after the conversation that we didn't get to hear that she had with Iceberg, and why she did all this to begin with, the real reason why. But Sanji's alone on this train heading to Enies Lobby, and the crew is all still here at Water 7, and I'm not exactly sure what we do because Aqua Laguna is coming in. How are we going to catch up? Are we going to wait on the next train? Are we going to try to brave the seas, or what? I don't know, man, but I'm excited to find out. So with that all said, let's get ready to hop in. If you want to see the full-length reaction, or if you want to get early access, up to 4 weeks early access to these episodes, you can do all that over on Patreon. Over there, we got the full lengths for all the other shows and movies that we cover on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote on what movies to react to each month. It's just a great way to support the channel, helps do things we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. To at least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. And with that all said and out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into episode 255. Here we go. I mean, that's the proper question right there. It's the only sea train in this world. I mean, maybe, but our heart's in the right place. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Up until now, those buildings had been able to survive the Aqua Lagunas up until now, but this one is so unusual. It actually wiped them all out. Normally, like they had said before, they'd evacuate. Once it had passed, they would go back down and clean up and reset up, but now that's not even possible. She makes a very good point. If we wait, our opportunity's gone. The Gates of Justice. What is that? Oh. Oh, they just, if you go to Enies, you might as well have been found guilty and you will never be seen again. Oh my god. Sounds like a fun place. Yep. And that goes for the people that are behind all of this too. Oh, you bet your ass we will. Dramatic wave. Hey, if you're not gonna help us, we'll pirate our way there, steal a ship and head out. Even the wave got angry. Why are you? We're not challenging you. If you want to be in our way, that's on you. Wait, what? It's like, if you really want to go, I got you. Come with me. Oh yeah, I forgot Usopp's on the train too. Completely forgot Usopp was on the train. Probably got roasted for that. Oh my god, just a whole other car. Sanji, you should have literally just taken any of their suits and put a hat on and just walked in. I mean, unless they just accept this. Okay, there we go. Anyway, completely forgot Usopp was on the train. Oh yeah, and Franky, but he's in a straw hat, so. What did you expect, Sanji? Sanji, the human Beyblade. Oh, hey! They're keeping them back here. That seems ill-advised. Oh, okay. Oh no. Sanji's such a badass. Oh my god! He made them conjoined. I had a thought, and I completely got off on it. Oh, Kokoro's got a sea train. The hell? Just in backup? Worst case scenario? As a replacement? She built it herself? Used the plans of Tom? I mean, we know that she's always been in the inner circle with it all. So... Oh, we might be able to make some calls. Wow, masks and costumes. It's almost as if you could probably use a disguise, Sanji. Oh yeah, he doesn't even know who Franky is either. Oh, that's all you needed to say. Aww. Oh. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's about what I would expect. Oh. All right, we got the other dudes on here that we're gonna have to hear about, that we only heard about. T-Bone. Yo. Who's this guy? I can't remember all of them. There was like 2 or 3 different people that were in charge of the different cars between the back end and where CP9 is holed up. Oh yeah, where did he run off to? Oh, what if he's built a backup train and that's what he's working on right now? Or maybe he's simply repairing something. I don't know. Unless Iceberg's already down here fixing it up, how this was going to play out. Yeah, it's already open. Oh, it's like a shark. This is a crazy train. Its name is Rocketman. Okay. Rest in peace, Ozzy. By the way, was the moment she said crazy train, that's all I heard in my mind was the song. Yep, there he is. There he is. Oh, he was going to do this himself. Or was going to do the same thing she was going to do. Both of them were thinking ahead in the very same way. So it's not that he was going to go. They both independently came up with the idea to send the Straw Hats after them. Oh, I can't control the speed. Maybe that's why it's the Rocketman. Once it starts, there's no slowing it down. Maybe. Oh, is it sea? Or is this sea prism stone? Or is he just need? Or does he just need meat? Oh, here are these guys. You know, last week, like, when I was going through the edit on this last episode, I was like, they went off to go get meat and then never came back. I'm glad they came back around. There we go. We got our food stores. Luffy needs recharging. Again, I'm always just like, anytime Luffy's weak, I'm like, oh God, did he touch Sea Prism Stone or something like that? I don't know. Was it made in the ship for some reason? Meat and beverages. Luffy's powered by meat. Zoro's powered by booze. Sanji's powered by cigarettes, I think, at this point. Aww.
海列車に吹っ飛ばされてもどっこい生きてやがったんだからそれにこっちには海賊王のあんちゃんたちもいるしな
Wait, who's this? Oh. What? What do you want?
この忙しい時に頼む俺たちも連れてってくれ
Oh, they want to go help too.
橋をしろって頼んでる兄貴を助けてやった
He didn't say no.
乗れ急げ
Let's go.
ちょっとルフィ
Hey, it's more people, man.
いや
Worst case scenario, we could simply beat their asses again.
俺たちはおめえらに合わせてキングブルで海に飛び出すからよ車両の後ろに捕まらせてくれればいいんだ
That sounds stupid.
よろしく頼むじゃあ後で
That sounds dumb as hell, dude. They want to be towed by the train. That just leaves them defenseless out there in the sea. Okay, whatever. Let them do what they're gonna do. Leave it to Luffy to have to ride on the front. Oh, aw. Paulie, let's go. I don't know why you needed to hide. You could have just came. I'm sure nobody would have thrown a fit. Elton John is here to save the day. Hell yeah, dude. All right, man. Sanji found Franky and Usopp, which was nice. Again, for as valuable as an asset as Franky is, I have no idea why they left him tied up that many cars back. He's kind of integral to everything they need as far as finding the plans, getting that information, and all of that. And they left him all the way back there with the no names. Anyway, again, Sanji, I don't know what his plan is here. Apparently it is just a walk casually and hope nobody bothers him. Seriously, he could probably pass if he just put on one of their uniforms and a hat and just walked through the train like he's supposed. If he did exactly what he did but actually changed his outfit, I think he would have been fine. But Usopp basically kind of filling him in what's been going on, and like I love that, like this is like a display from Usopp that really shows, like, you know, obviously like the last time he left off with them, obviously things were not in good standing, and he always, you know, when everybody would talk about him and the Straw Hats or anything like that, it was like, I'm not part of the group, we're not even friends anymore and all this kind of stuff. And then the first time Sanji comes up in here and finds Usopp, and then just hears that this is Franky, the guy that was giving Usopp trouble, and he immediately reacted like that because, yes, they still do see him as a friend despite how anything played out. I love that because it's a display of the opposite of what I think Usopp is afraid of. But we also got some lore about Anis, is that it, like Nami said, it's like a court in name only. Once you're gone there, you may as well have been found guilty, because once you go, you don't return. There's these gates called the Gates of Justice, Once you go through them, you're never seen again. They talk about what's going on there, basically a hole you're thrown into, and then there's this deep sea prison where the worst of the worst are just tossed into, forgotten about, tortured, whatever, end on end. And that this is like the front, what they say, like the front door, the front gates to the world government's main central hub. And because of that, simply getting there would also, at least by ship, would be tumultuous, because there's going to be blockade lines, military lines, ship lines, like of marine ships and stuff like you'd have to get through. So like it'd be well protected and so many layers of security to get through. So I think being on this train, or at least following the track, is probably going to be the easiest way to get to and from. I assume. I mean, obviously it's the only way right now, given the Aqua Laguna going on, and it's destroyed the city. Like the outskirts, the lower lands, where before, it would just come in, it would flood, and it would leave, and they clean up, they move back, and all this stuff. But this one is so bad, it actually destroyed everything down there. There's no moving back for anybody at all whose homes or shops or whatever was on the lower levels. That sucks so hard. But because of everything, Kokoro had needed to see the resolve, I think, before making this decision, but Iceberg already got ahead of her after everything, after talking with Nami, to go set up and get this train ready, because it was going to be the only option if they missed the sea train leaving the station. So he was already ahead of her working on this, and if it wasn't her, it probably would have been him, but both of them had the same idea. It's just he kind of beat her to it and was getting it ready and prepped, prepared, ready to go. It was a failure, mainly only in the fact that it was unable to regulate its speed, hence the name Rocketman. It just goes off, full blast, I would assume, and probably no way to control, like they said, no way to actually control its speed. So how does stopping work? And there's only one set of tracks, so if we catch up with the one that's already left, given that we probably won't, because it has gotten quite the head start on us, like what happens? Do we just ram right into it? The thing is shaped like a torpedo, like a shark. It's got a pointed ass nose. Would it not just pierce right into the puffing Tom and like wreck that shit all to hell? Who knows? But we are on our way, and with Franky's crew coming along as well. That all said, let's get ready to hop into episode 256. Here we go. What is? Oh, I was like, what? It's just the roller coaster ride of a lifetime. Well, except that we're just kind of blasting it. Yeah, you should just. Yeah. He should not be out there where he's going to be potentially splashed with seawater. Given we're in the sewers, right? We're in the sewer system, so this would be the stuff that refuses out of the city, so it's probably, well, fresh water. Yeah, this is a whole ass roller coaster right now. Holy shit. Zoro's unfazed. Oh my, holy shit, their little seahorse dudes are huge. Oh! What if that destroyed the entire damn thing? Monster Granny. Rude. So she's gotta locate the track and then connect to it. But it's nice to know that it can operate without the track. You will get hurt no matter what we do. Luffy, please just get inside. If you get hit by a wave, you're done. Oh! Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. What are you doing? Oh, no. Luffy? She always tries to warn you. Wait, can you? You can't, right? Okay, so that answers one question. Not only can it not just slow down or go slow or slower, they straight up can't stop it. Which means you too. Uh-oh. Oh! Luffy! Oh, okay, well, you know what? Thank goodness they were here. Otherwise, Luffy and Chimney would have been long gone. So that worked out. Oh, these two. Maybe you guys should have 2 sets of binoculars. Just break it in half while you're at it. Or just share it between your middle eyes, your inner eyes. And they just kiss. They just start making out. Oh, and we'll never know the result. You know, I'm kind of surprised Iceberg didn't go with them. Or that out of everybody at the shipyard that's ever worked there, he's the one that doesn't seem to throw hands at all. Then again, he is the mayor, I guess. Probably wouldn't be great if he left. And she never stopped drinking. Damn. And he did a damn good job. 4 years later. Oh, this is the day he showed up.
Franky.
And that's when they first caught wind of everything.
Yeah.
Yep, we heard about this. Oh, so he did it himself. Turned himself into a cyborg. Rather than making ships, he started working on his body instead. Damn. Then he was left no choice but to hand the plans over to him anyway, right? So... I didn't most people in those flashbacks call him Franky anyway? I don't understand that logic. They worry about it being restored, yet they want to keep the plans intact? No. He can't forgive him, but he can trust him. No. Fuck. Wait, stupid Berg. Yeah. You idiot. You're both thinking about each other.
アイスバーグは元気か殺した
Oh, he doesn't know that he's alive either, does he? Well, it's your turn to feel like what it's like. Maybe it's that if the government does restore the weapon, that they would have the plans, because they said we would need these in order to fight back. What if they do restore the weapon? They need those plans in order to create one to defend against the weapon. Oh, it was not just Paulie. What are you doing over there? Dude, I saw this fucking amazing meme, and like it was a bunch of characters from Naruto, and it was like all the ones that had like died along the course of the show, and then it was like, remember all these people who checked out before Boruto started or whatever, and then it's just Zoro at the end because he got lost. God, it killed me. It took me a second to get it, but once I got it, it was so fucking funny. So lost, he wound up in the wrong anime.
そういうことらしいな。この戦い、俺たちも加えてもらうぞ。
その敵ってのは当然
That time it came out of his hand. What is he? Or is that is in his hair? Now I'm like starting to think it's not even hair.
アウリまず俺たちに説明しろどうなってんだ
そうだぜ、パウリー知ってんだろ。真犯人をお前の口から言ってみな。
Oh, he hasn't even told them yet who's actually behind everything.
まあ、急に意味なく姿を消せば察しもつくか。じゃあ、はっきり言う。
That's fair. It's better that they know now rather than die because they hesitated, being shocked by the revelation once they fight.
あいつらがアイスバーグさんを殺そうとした。
See? If that happened,
しかし、あいつらは里帰りしたって。
yeah, if that happened in the middle of the fight or at the start of the fight, they'd just be dead.
これから戦う中で一番強いのは特にあの鳩のやつだ。あいつは必ず俺がぶっ飛ばす。ばあちゃんばあちゃん、アクアラグだな。にゃ
お、早速来たかい。
ー。ジムにちょっと見せて。
I don't think you needed to open the window to look.
こんな時に運転室から離れていいの？どうにかしてあの高波を。
私の仕事は列車を線路に乗せるまで。
What a thing to say. My job ended the moment we hit the
誰
rails.
にも止められねえんだ。
No one can stop it anymore.
バラバラに戦っちゃ意味がねえ。
そうだな。
Aw. Hmm?
いいか、俺たちは同志だ。先に出た海列車には俺たちの仲間も乗り込んでる。まだまだ上がる。
We got ourselves a whole ass crew pulling up this time. It's not just the squad. Dude, that was hype as fuck. Dude, there's some really good moments in that one, man. From the flashback with Franky and Iceberg, both of them from different places thinking about the last time they were face to face. Or like the last time, you know, when they traded the plans and all of that with the revelations of the death and survival, you know, because like they had believed what was in the paper. They thought that Franky had survived or died in the train collision. And then he just kind of turned up, having made himself into a cyborg. And that's when he gave him the plans. And then that's also, unfortunately, what tipped them off here at CP9 of his existence, of the other disciple, that he was still out there. And it just took him that long to figure it out. And yeah, God, that was so emotional. And then now Franky thinks that Iceberg's dead. And now he's reflecting on the same way. While they, you know, he can't forgive him. Obviously, he still respects and trusts them. I love that thing. He's like, if you feel that way about me, how can you trust me with these plans? I mean, sheer fact that I gave the plans to you. I think that is an example in and of itself. The action of it needed no words, really. But, you know, Franky's a little slow on the uptick sometimes. Very, very akin to our Straw Hats in that way. But I don't know. He's kind of thinking back on that in the very same way. He's got a different responsibility on his shoulders now than he's ever really felt, especially after everything that went before. Even though the fact that he stayed at Water 7 is asinine, given what he was there to protect and the point he was trying to make. it was stubborn. And I kind of wish Iceberg would have realized that and reverse psychologied him. And you told him to stay. I need you as close as possible. Or something. Because, like, you think I'll ever listen to what you say? Or what you tell me to do what you tell me to do, whatever. With that train of mind in mind, I would just want to tell him to get the fuck in here. So that then he would do the opposite and leave. I don't know, given that scenario, he might even realize what's going on and still not. I don't know. But yeah, we're heading straight into the Aqualagada now. We are heading right into the wave. We are locked in. We're done. The fact that there's nothing we can do. I mean, what is even the plan? Like I said before, what is even the plan when this train catches up or gets there? Is it just simply to crash? Is that what's going to happen? But I love this whole little last scene with Luffy here. It's like, all right, you guys are coming with us. Let's go. We got a shared enemy, shared goal. Despite whatever, had us fighting before all of this, now we're working together. We got a singular enemy. There's no need of us for us all to be fighting separately. We're all comrades right now. And also, Paulie is like, hey, you're going to find out, even if you can't tell by the clues or whatever, which they couldn't. They apparently had no idea and picked up none of the telltale signs of who it really was. So he told them now, because if he kept that to himself, that could have been very, very bad. Because they could have had that shocking revelation, that confusion in the middle of an important moment, an important fight. I'm glad he told them now. I mean, there might still be some weird hesitation and stuff like that, like he had back when they first kind of encountered it, but he's got to know, I hope they understand going into this that these guys are not our friends. You got to bury anything you felt before that going into this final little tussle. I like how Luffy's like, the strongest seems to be the guy with the bird, with Lucci. That one's mine. So still, we haven't upped our game. We haven't done nothing. We haven't trained. We don't have new abilities. We don't have nothing. I don't know how the hell, unless numbers factors in at all, how we're going to fight these guys. Unless they only failed so hard because Luffy had gone so long without meat, and maybe if he had meat, he could have done better. Then they also mentioned, like, it's because he was uncertain about whether or not they were actually wanting to save Robin or what her real intentions were or all that kind of stuff. But now he's got this strength and resolve, and because now he knows he can save her and rescue her and that this isn't what she wants. He doesn't have that conflict of self riding on his shoulders anymore. So it might be a multitude of mental blocks that kind of got in the way. I'm very curious to see how they're going to navigate that. But with that all said, man, let's get ready to hop into episode 257. Here we go. We're going to try and fight the wave. What is that? What was that shot, guys? What? Oh! Are they all on top of the train now?
Hey, お前。あ、Tボン大佐。どうしたその腕の傷？これはさっき虫に刺されてかいたら血が。いかん！すぐに止血を。これで間に合わせよう。これでよい。部下が血を流し、傷つくのは私の心だ。
Huh. I mean, that's considerate.
顔がめっちゃ怖い。大佐、何？
But he cares. He's looking out for you. That's actually admirable.
ことなら、たとえこの身が滅びようとも。第6、第7車両の役人たちが全滅しています。
How's everybody having such a reaction to it other than the fact that sure he's a little gray and missing a tooth?
侵入者がいるのか、罪人たちの自力の脱走か何もわかりません。なんということだ。すぐに人命救助。さらにこの事態を全車両に報告せよ。
Oh no. Well, everybody's about to find out what's been going on now. Just get to the point. Demi Cannon. I don't know what the expectation is here, man. Super scrap cannon. Just keep launching. Go focus pocus.
直撃すりゃこのロケットマンもひとたまりもねえや。
You'd think with its like aerodynamic piercing nose, it might be able to just plunge right through it. That's why you weren't supposed to be here. Luffy, what can you do? It's seawater. Zoro, I was like, well, maybe Zoro can cut this thing or something. Luffy, I don't know what he can do. He can get one good impact in because the moment his skin touches it, all of his strength would be sapped. I mean, that's badass. Yeah, I want to know what they're gonna do either way. Then keep fucking firing, guys. Yeah, Luffy's just gonna punch it. He's doing that charge thing like he did to break their armor before. So yeah, that is what he's doing. He's like, oh, the combo move. Oh, let's go. Hopefully that was enough to split a hole for them to drive through. Oh, what a shot. I love that shot of Luffy there. Yeah, punched a hole clean through. Let's go. And like I said, it was one shot from Luffy. So she's never going to get that message out. Yo, that is sick. Oh God, this is tripping me out, dude. It's like going through a roller coaster when you hit one of those tunnels. Woo! Hey man, we made it. We freaking made it. Hell yeah. Somebody grab Luffy before he succumbs. Or will he not? Technically, I guess he didn't physically touch any of it. Hell yeah. Let's fucking go! I like how Luffy and Zoro, like, they could have probably gone out there and that'd have been the plan from the start. But they're like, well, let's give them a chance to feel important. Maybe they could do it. If we have to, we'll go up last second and we'll do it. Never there to steal the credit. Somehow we're okay. Very true, very true. I love Zoro. Can we finally finish this conversation? That's very true. He wouldn't wait. He knows it's fruitless to try to give that order. Yeah. Let alone when a damsel's in distress. Ah! So did they even, like, did he even relay that he just simply said 2 idiots. So does anybody here know Usopp is with them? So fast, it can't stop by itself. Guess if it runs out of fuel, that's one way to stop it or slow it down. Yeah, you missed out on a lot. Oh. Oh, this is what he thinks. Dude, you did not humiliate yourself, for one thing. You proved you are a motherfucking badass, is what you did. You may have left the Straw Hats, but that doesn't mean you're not friends. That she still didn't do this for you. You're just... He thinks he's not meant to be there. He's got to figure this out. It's okay. It's okay. It'll be fine. He'll figure it out once he realizes what's going on. Oh my god! He's almost completely used up his cloak. Oh, this is the other person they were talking about. They're a cook? They're a chef? Nero. I don't remember that one. There was one unnamed one that I think they mentioned at one point. Maybe it was that one. Oh! Yo. Please don't tell me this works. Soge King. What the fuck? What the hell, Usopp? You wanted to come, you wanted to help. Why do you have to put on this whole little persona? Actually, you know what? Maybe that's one way for him to get over his own insecurities. If he puts up a literal mask, a literal front. They highlighted that mask in that bag of gear that was left behind back there. So it was nice that they kind of had set that up. But he went back. Usopp was like, I can't be seen with you. I'm not a Straw Hat. This isn't my obligation anymore. It's mostly him throwing himself a pity party because of how everything played out. You know, he lost the fight with Luffy. He was the one that hung on this ship beyond all means without trying to reface and move forward. And, you know, since he left the crew and all this, like he feels unworthy in a way, or even unwanted, which clearly isn't true, but this is how he likely feels. He wants to help, but he's basically just being like, well, nobody wanted me. I'm not even part of the team. So it's like, why should I even? I got no obligation. So instead, Usopp ran away, and Soga King has arrived. What's that even mean? King of Snipers. He couldn't even pick a name that even masks his identity all that much. He even had to make a hole for his nose in that mask. I want to see their reaction after the fact. If they just immediately put it together, but just go along with it, or if they actually, if it was Luffy, he would fall for it, I think. Anyway, whatever Usopp needs to do to tag along and to be a part of this. Because I was going to say, it's like, no way he's not going to be involved or he's going to walk away from this. And then there he is. He created a whole ass persona so he could run away from the shame, but also to head off into danger. Again, nice little step forward. Even if he's disassociating to do it, he's doing it in the same way that he stood his ground and fought Luffy. I hope we start to see that more and more as we continue on. Honestly, I don't expect the whole shtick with him being a coward and all that to ever go away, or lying or whatever. But like I would imagine that we might find more times where he actually throws hands and proves his worth in the battlefield. I mean, because he just showed himself right there, taking that guy out before he could alert anybody else. And again, like we saw with Luffy. And again, he said that was specifically designed and prepped for fighting Luffy. But again, against a normal person, all of that would have worked. We made it through the first wave of the Aqua Laguna. So like, I'm very curious if if it's going to hamper us anymore. If that just kind of showcase, okay, we made it through the first one. We have a way through. If we did hit a couple of hiccups here and there, we know our way around it. So now it's just catching up. But knowing that what's going on, everybody's kind of caught each other up on everything that's going on, though I don't think the Straw Hats know that Sanji is with Usopp and Franky specifically, because he only straight up called them two idiots. Because again, like, if they had been fronty before with him and Chopper about hiding about why they went to go check on him or anything of the sort to begin with. Probably doesn't want to bring up that it's Usopp, so he's purposefully leaving his name out of the conversation. It may also complicate things. Maybe we don't need that at the moment. Or he told them it was one of the many things that got exchanged over the course of the conversation we didn't get to hear. Because Nami caught him up on all the goings on with Robin. And yeah, Franky, him, and Sanji are now heading that way to go rescue her. And I like that Zoro's like, no, we should probably wait till we all kind of, reconvene. When Luffy gave them, it was like, hey, let them have it. Realistically, that could very much so get them all killed. But Luffy had he knows his crew pretty well. He knew that the moment they knew Robin was in danger, giving that order was a waste of breath. Because Sanji wouldn't stop. Knowing that he's not going to stop. Otherwise, he wouldn't be in the mess he's in right now, and there wouldn't be bodies all over the place on this train right now. I haven't met up with any of the crew yet, other than just, random grunts. But we met T-Bone, who's a sobbing little peace mess. Like, he's like, kindness and peace is what he wants to fight for, but everybody seems to be kind of like icked out by him, I guess, because of his appearance, but he seems like a sweetheart, man. Then we got Nero, who seems to be a cook, and then there was, no, Nero we didn't really get to see at all. We just got to see the back of their head. But then there was Wario. I don't remember the W one, the one in the kitchen. Yeah, I'm excited to see how this goes, man. We're ramping up. We're setting the stage. We're building it up still. Lots of stuff going on in this one, though, these last 3 episodes at least. We got a lot of lore. We got a lot of growth. We got a lot of development, forward motion in this one. A lot more last week, but still kind of bridging up between this and the next confrontation. It was more about facing off with the act of pursuing, as we are currently in the middle of right now. And I can't wait to see how all of this comes to a head. Like, again, how are we even going to stop this train is a whole other question I've got as well. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for whatever clashes are around the corner, because we got more people than just CP9 to deal with too. So I'm sure while they're making their way through the train, maybe we'll catch up, and then we'll all kind of face off against the group as a whole, section off into our squads or 1v1s and all of that. And again, I don't even know how we can get through a 1v1 with CP9 directly. We'll have to figure that out. Who knows? Maybe we'll even make it to Anis before we even get to any of that. How much of this is going to be resolved while in transit? We'll have to wait and find out. Guys, what did you think? How do you feel? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full length reaction, as always, or if you want to get early access to these episodes, you can check all that out over on Patreon. And speaking of before we go, I want to shout out Angela Burr, Andrew O'Malley, and Lily Chan-Son. Thank you guys so much for becoming saviors here on the channel, helping sponsor and support some of the rescues we've been taking care of here at the office. You guys have been a tremendous help. And as always, I want to shout out our channel legends: Eric Official, Adam Myers, Aquino, Angel Hernandez, Annoying Waffle, Anthony, Ariel, Armando Rasage, Ash, Captain Hoodie, Carrie Eckerl, Casey Wood, Christopher Anderson, Clara V, Codename Witch, Cody Vineyard, Corey Curry, Cosmonito, Craig Lozo, Dairy Products, Daisy, Damasius, David Furstenberg, David, Denise Mauricio, Eliadam Gidney, Ethan Denise, Fred Forlock, Given Lewis, Gregory Toner, Havoc, Hot Girl Bum 2, It's Mushi, Jack Maltby, Jake Doherty, Jake Contrell, Jen, Jose Hernandez, Josh Quinnell, Julio Barrera, Cato, Leo, Lee Stigler, Liam Harrell, Lily Chan-Son, Lindley Bullock, Luca Van Zeelen, Lynn 0816, Mandy Sherritt, Mel Fernal, Muggy Holes, Myth Lesbian, Nicodemus, Nikki G, Noodle to Foodle, Ollie Hodges, Ordium, Pamar, Paul Brown, Robert Anguiano, Robin Yokheim, Ross Lingard, Russell Crockett, Mariah Morash, Sim Finnan, Scotty, Sewer Rat, Saja 19, Shelio, Silver Tiermoon, Sleepy Snolly, S. Wills, Toast, Tyler Rayner, Uncle Tony, Your Scott V, VV, Wallow Silva, Swazlike, Your Boy Geoman, and Zach Hills. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's just for you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.